Welcome to the Pitmaster Podcast. We're barbecue competition competitors that aim to share information, advice, tips, and tall tales about our favorite pastime. Head over to the pitmasterpodcast.com for all things Pitmasters, or follow us on your favorite social media platform. And now, here are the hosts of the Pitmaster Podcast, the two-time grand champion, SCA World Champion finalist, and barbecue specialist of Smoke Ain't No Joke Barbecue, the Anthony Luan, and the 24-time grand and reserve grand champion, reserve world grand champion, Windover High Roller champion, and the founder of Pitmaster Barbecue Supply Company stores in Utah, the old man himself from Big Johnson's Barbecue, Jesse Johnson.
This is Greg Rempe from the Barbecue Central Show, and you are listening to the Pitmasters Podcast, and they are doing it live.
We'll do it live.
That's right, Bill. I just said that. They're going to do it live.
We'll do it live.
Yes, live. They're going to do it live.
What's up, Pitmasters? We are live on another Tuesday night. How's it going, Jesse?
What's up, Mr. The Anthony Luan? We got to change the intro and put in the hip hop specialist on your side.
Not yet.
Not
I haven't train wrecked on radio yet. We'll see. If I got to make sure I can hold that down. I can't just be raw dogging out there and then just train wreck on live air. So
I run into people all the time coming to the stores. We start talking about this, that, and the other thing, and start talking about sometimes we get into music, and I'm like, yeah. And we got a lot of people from the base that comes into my store. And I said, did you used to go to the NCO club? Oh, yeah, I used to go all the time. All-nighters, battle of the DJs. I'm like, you remember DJ Sinbad, right? Oh, yeah, he was the best. I'm like, it's the guy with two thumbs, this guy right here.
You're looking at him.
It's crazy, dude.
It's awesome. Yeah.
So much fun.
So, man, I'm super excited for tonight. Tonight is our Hall of Fame show. My goal is to do this right around the 4th of July every year.
Sounds like a plan.
Because one, listeners are usually, doing holiday stuff and the numbers fall off just a little bit.
And they travel. Exactly. They listen to it while they're traveling.
Exactly. So that's a good thing to do. And then also, I kind of decided on the fly with your guys' inputs that we are going to do a listener award, and that has already been issued out. And then we're going to do a fan vote award, and then we're going to do a panel vote. So it's kind of sequence of the premier spot is actually the panel vote. We have the kind of say in that. The intro voice, Greg Rempe, kind of called me out, and he's like, no, he goes, this isn't a popularity concert. He goes, he says, buck up and pick somebody. He goes, don't let the people do it by a popularity vote. And I was like, you know what? You're right, Greg. So here we are. I got to listen to the guy that's been doing it for 20 plus years, right?
For a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And then also tonight we are trying something new. We are going to be bringing in Derek Waltz. He's my co-host on the Tasting Show. Welcome to the show. And he is going to be our new barbecue correspondent for barbecue events. He's going to keep us updated on all the events going on. He's going to cheat. He's going to use
in the competition world.
Yep. So he's going to use kcbs.com, and he's going to use the SCA website too to cheat. But if you need to announce an event, please let us know, and he'll be able to announce it on this. And he's going to give us some live results tonight. Derek, thank you for stepping in and willing to take on this role and be part of our show on a weekly or every other weekly basis whenever there is some activity in the competition world. I'm assuming we won't see you too much in January, but
right. No, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Thank you guys for bringing me in, and I think it's a great idea. Just so anybody listening out there, if there is an event, and it doesn't have to be specifically SCA or KCBS, if there's some kind of special event that's going on out there that you want us to touch on, absolutely shoot us a message, let us know. But for the most part, we'll kind of do a recap of everything that's been going on throughout the barbecue competition world.
Yeah, even the smaller competitions that aren't certified, send us the information. We'd love to get people more involved in the sport itself. So it doesn't have to be
I don't give a damn if
sanctioned.
I don't even give a damn if it's a chili cook-off or your local Elks Club. Let us know. If we can get people there, let us know.
Well, since I got both you guys right here, I really got to ask you guys a question. Why haven't you guys dissected my rubs?
Are you ready for that?
I don't know if you're ready for that. Yeah,
dude,
right. We can.
It's the number one and the number 2 seller in both our stores.
There you go.
Then we're gonna get you set up on that.
Yep.
I'll send some next time I see Anthony. I'll send him off with some.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do that. So let's start it off, Derek. There was a couple events. We kind of decided to start this on the fly, so you're not quite ready. I kind of threw it at you and said, "Let's do it. Let's just go for it." So let's just go for it, man.
And I got some feedback from the teams that were in the store the last couple days about Blackfoot. They loved Blackfoot. The swag was impressive. And
everybody was posting about the swag, right?
Yeah, right.
But I can do great swag, but I got to charge you the same price he does. It's $100 more than my competitions. I'll give you some great swags for an extra $100.
Right. Well, cool, man. Let's go over some results.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So, well, let's touch on Blackfoot then, seeing how we're already there. So that was the Smoking Wings, Blackfoot, Idaho. So we were looking at 31 teams. So we want to give a big shout out to Janice with Smellicu out of Canada on the GC with a 709, and then for the RGC
back-to-back champion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you noticed that too, right?
Yeah.
So she's coming right off of that, right? Because prior to that was it Montana?
No, she won Blackfoot last year.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's how
That's her
Sling
sweet
and
spot,
Meats. That's how Sling and Meats got their jack draw.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
Because
what?
they were RGC because she's from Canada. She
Yes.
can't represent Idaho
Yes.
or Utah. So that's how Sling and Meats got to go to the jack.
That's
draw. So it
exactly
was
how that
awesome.
worked because everybody was talking about that in the group chat, especially right after the award ceremony on Saturday. So they're like, "Oh wow, this is a repeat again."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, great call out. So so Janice, congrats on the GC. So Team Smellicu, and then congrats to Big John out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
So Big John's Barbecue with the RGC with a 706.297. And then we can also go down the 4 categories. So a huge shout out to Texas Smoke Whisper with the 180 in chicken. And then we also had BBQ Outlaws with a 178.857 in ribs. Smoking Boxers BBQ with a 179 in pork, and then Sin Bin Barbecue. I feel like we know that name, Sin Bin Barbecue.
Let's go.
Right?
Yeah, good job, Christina.
Well, here's the funny thing about that brisket call. Her and Tuffy ran the same flavor profiles. They finished 1 and 2.
There you go.
That's awesome.
So that tracked, right?
Yeah, and they ended up on the same table.
Oh, that had to be so hard then.
So they landed on the same table, the same flavor profile, and went 1 and 2. I thought that was awesome. They landed on the angel table, obviously, but congrats to those guys.
Yeah, right.
And we were just talking about that, right? Cook better, right? We always want to blame. We want to blame the judges, but look at that, cooking same profiles, first and second place on the same table, phenomenal. So congrats to everybody who cooked out in Blackfoot, Idaho this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Wild West got a 5th in chicken. That's a local team. Josh
Marty,
Lynch and
Marty got the call. 5XL got a call.
Nice.
Yep.
It was a lot of familiar teams that were out there in Idaho. So and that's one of those contests too. Because how many contests do they have out in Idaho? 2.
2.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's kind of, if you want to go to the Jack, it's kind of one of those must-haves if you're chasing that.
Yeah, it's Utah and Idaho. Usually 1 or 2 contests in the states that are KCBS. So,
yeah,
right. So then the other one over the weekend would have been out in Richfield, Utah. So this is the Seaver Sear, right?
Yeah.
And
severe sear.
Severe.
Yep.
Severe sear.
Severe sear. How long has that contest been going on?
It's 4 years.
4 or 5, yeah.
4 or 5 right there. Yep.
So typically a pretty good turnout then, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a quad.
Yeah, it's 4 steaks. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there we go. So so that would be the Friday and the Saturday then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So steak A and steak B. So steak A, first place went to Nate Benson, and then steak B we went with Brendan Nelson. So nice work there. And then some of the ancillaries, right? That was a familiar name too, right?
Teammates, yeah.
Yeah.
So and then in the ancillaries with mac and cheese, Gary Williams what is 2.0? My notes show Gary Williams 2.0.
Interesting. I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, I thought it was something code.
It's the next version of his team, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah.
Congrats on the mac and cheese category, Gary. And then for the dessert with pie goes to Jamie. Is that Dupierre?
Good question, because I don't know her personally.
Hey,
I like
kudos
pie.
to Jamie on the dessert category with the pie.
Yeah.
And then, so rolling into Saturday on the main day, we had was there also a ribs category? I take it. So ribs category, first place ribs went to Gary Williams, and then first place for steak A would have been Rob Jorgensen, steak B Nick Copeland, and then in the shrimp category, going into the ancillaries, we had Vienna Barnes with first place in shrimp, and then so your overall steak champion went to Raymond Patterson. So congrats on the overall steak championship. And then overall ancillary championship went to Trevor Haraldson. So nice work this weekend, everybody. So like we kind of touched on, right? If there's contests you want us to touch base on or bring recognition to, especially as they're coming up, we could do a recap of what happened this past weekend and then also announce upcoming events. So that way you can kind of get a feel for what we're looking for and then also hopefully get more eyes on those contests.
Heck yeah. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit too. Once again, you came in kind of unprepared because of my fault, but Raymond Patterson is back to back. He took the belt home twice. He won it last year and this year, and then same with Trevor. Trevor took ancillaries down last year as well. So they both came back to back. One was out of Trevor is out of Arizona and Raymond's out of Texas. So if you want to travel, you have an opportunity here in Utah once a year. So that is awesome. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much, Derek, for doing that. It's our first time. We'll get better. We should anyways.
That's the plan.
We should. But yeah, let's go and we're going to go grab Crystal, the actual glue of this entire show. This would not happen if it wasn't her. She is literally the backbone of this show. Let's go grab her and then we'll jump into our Hall of Fame show.
This is the single best investment you can make to become a better cook.
Thermopen 1 is the best thermometer I've ever had.
My thermometer of choice is ThermoWorks.
When it comes to quality that I can trust, this is the company that I go to over and over again.
There may be other thermometers out there, but there aren't other Thermopen.
Hello. Hi, Crystal. Welcome to the show. Booking manager of the century. I love it.
Well, I was going to say booking manager extraordinaire, but I couldn't spell it. So
sounds perfect to me.
Yeah.
I teach kindergarten. We don't spell big words.
Right. That is awesome. So yeah, we are going to jump into our Hall of Fame show tonight. You guys excited for this to be able to, do something new?
Yes.
100%. I feel like the show's old enough that we can actually do this. It's not like we're a 2-year show or a 1-year show trying to create our own Hall of Fame. I think we vetted ourselves. We've been doing this for almost 6 years. So I think it's
7. Isn't it the 7th year?
Yeah. Well, we're in year 6 technically right now. So,
okay.
But yeah. So yeah, we're just going to dive into it. We made a panel of us, right? And we kind of came up with some names. What our list was probably about 10, 15 names deep. And then we cut it down to the 5. So here we are with our 5. We have our friends Rooster and Graybeard from the TikToks, Greg Rempe from the Barbecue Central show, Rusty Monson, the original host of this show, Christy Vanover, and then we have Susie and Todd Bullock from Hey Girl Hey, were our nominees this year. So let's just get started. Let's talk about Rooster and Graybeard. They joined our show last season, and we just had so much fun talking to them with the, barbecue and bourbon, just what they are, right? That's just what they do. They bring energy to the show. They don't give a damn where they're broadcasting from. We've interviewed them in a bowling alley before. So, so they just bring a lot of energy to the show. Something, we have them on quarterly. They are very new to the show. Do you guys have any feedback about them on your guys' perspective?
So I think I was the first one to nominate them. But I think that there was agreement between at least one other person. But they were like the second people I followed on TikTok. And they are just so relatable and easy. Like when people ask questions on TikTok in their scroll, they're always checking it. And if they can't answer it, their viewership answers it. And they're just so fun and so relatable to because I know that they only do they're not a competition team the same way that Jesse was, the same way Anthony is. Even like, because I don't do a lot of competitions every year, but I do competitions. But they do so much to get barbecue out into the general streaming that because they do some competitions, it just brings extra information and extra.
And they've traveled to Utah a couple. Yeah. They've traveled to Utah a couple times to compete in competitions as well up here.
Yeah. I was down there in Texas a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was awesome. Definitely, yep. And then Greg Rempe, Jesse, Derek, Crystal. You guys aren't really familiar with how much he's actually helped the show. He was actually reason why I nominated him is because our show would not even be close to where it is nowadays. He was kind of a mentor for the first 2 years on how to properly do this. He enjoyed our show. He told us our show sucked audio wise, told us everything we had to do better. Still gives me shit to this day if we have a guest on and their audio's cutting out or whatever. He lets me know. And so he is a lot behind the scenes. He's if he wasn't a host of his own show, I would love to have him part of our show as well. But he has developed this show from pretty much the ground to where it is today. So that's why he's nominated.
So he's our technical advisor then.
Yeah, he's our ear on the streets. Exactly.
There you go.
And then we have Christy Vanover. How many times has she been on the show and dropped dimes on how to barbecue better? Yeah. She has helped, I think, even us all together on how to do something better. She taught me how to make pastrami out of a box. You know what I mean? And It is damn good. So, and that's why
I started blogging the same time she started her barbecue website. And our names were similar because I was the Girl Can Grill and she is Girls Can Grill. Mm-hmm. And so I messaged her right away and was like, is this going to be too big of a deal for us to be so similar? And she has just been so awesome and kind and wonderful to some random girl that, knew nothing.
That was awesome.
Yeah, she's
Derek,
a sweetheart.
I'm pretty sure you've had some run-ins with her as well, right?
Yeah, no, and it's very scalable, especially it could be anybody new to the game, from their backyard, from their kitchen to even the competition side. She's very approachable in person. Her engagement online, like 100% agree. Like, she's definitely great for the hobby, the sport, however you want to perceive it. She's a great ambassador for barbecue, whether it's on the digital side, in person, at events, whatever it may be. So yeah, she's definitely impacted a lot of people, whether you want to admit it or not. But I think the real click for me was my first GC in Arizona. So we GC'd, and then she was RGC right behind us. And I think from that point, that's where we started growing closer and closer. And we'd actually, get excited. We'd see each other at contests. So yeah, but just, I think overall, like I said, somebody who's trying to get into it or you're a veteran, she's a great resource, 100%.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jesse. Yeah, what do you think about her?
I think so too. I think she's brought a lot to the table when it comes to competitions. She's a great promoter. I'm envious of how fast she fills up her competitions, but she does a great job on that side. And then, she GC'd Norute a couple years ago. So I mean, she's a great cook. She's had great episodes on national TV shows as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
yeah, she's currently promoting a show she's on with.
The Girl Can Cook.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. She's actually currently promoting a show with the person we're going to segue in, Susie Bullock with Hey Grill Hey, and then obviously Todd. Those guys, I threw them out there too. One, when we started the show, I reached out to them and they said yes immediately. There was no hesitation when I said, we're starting a podcast. Would you like to be the first guest? They were all over it. They were officially the first guest of this show when we first started it, and they continue to support the show. And come on, probably every year and a half, and continue to support us, man. Like, and they've also helped the barbecue community. Susie started writing blogs as well, and now here she is. She has her own show. She has a huge brand she's looking at moving products into Costco. She's growing, and it's so awesome. It's just crazy. And they sponsored AJ with when he started cooking SCA. They took a shot on my son, a 13-year-old kid, and he performed well. He kicked my ass regularly. I'm kind of glad he stopped cooking. But yeah, they're just fantastic people all around.
Yep.
Yep.
I think Todd and Susie kind of put Utah on the map, because Susie was writing a lot of the recipes and helping design the products for Traeger back in the day. And then they split off and she did her own thing and just absolutely has exploded. Mm-hmm. She's by far the biggest barbecue, I think, purveyor of products in the state of Utah for all the local guys,
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And which I think most people don't recognize that. So they've built a hell of a resume, and they're continue to scale and grow. And and give credit to Todd as well, being the support there, the test dummy. Todd wears a lot of hats as well. So that makes sense as to why we grouped them both together, because you see them at events or you see the engagement on social media and what they bring to the table. Yeah, it's they're very approachable for everybody. You know what I mean? So
and they're a great team together. That's Todd. I think Todd is kind of like our Crystal. He's
100%.
He's the glue behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Susie's the creative one, and he's the glue behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Wearing many hats and doing a lot of the heavy lifting too, right?
Yeah,
exactly. And he has to do the heavy lifting, because how much he has to eat, he'd be 400 pounds.
Easily. Right? all that testing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, what a horrible job to have.
I have to say, when Susie followed me on Instagram, I think I cried. I was so excited that she followed
get a little giddy.
me.
Yeah.
I was like, yelling at my husband, look who followed me.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yep. And then we have Rusty Monson.
Who?
The OG.
The OG. The guy that will give it to you straight, or he'll lie to your face, because I swear to God, when he quit this show 3 years ago, he said he's going to come and cook a competition, and he has yet to do it.
Right.
Yeah, we don't have. If you think of go back 5 or 6 years, all the teams that used to compete in Utah, none of them are competing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you don't see any of the OGs. It's all the up and coming new teams that are 3 years ago, 4 years ago, they were all backyard teams that are the local guys that are running around all over. Like Sinbin was talking about, they have 7 more contests for the year.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
The most
I don't think I'm going to cook 7 this year.
The most I've ever cooked in 1 year is 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's 2 or 3. And yes, Crystal, I still want to cook competitions, but
I know. Well, I'm only doing 1 this year because I just am trying to dial in.
Yeah, I won't get any this year, I don't think.
So that next year I can go to because I usually do 2 or 3, and next year I want to do 5 or 6. So we're not doing a ton more, but I gotta dial in my new smoker.
Yeah, you might be able to get one in the jackpot down in Vegas, November. You're not that busy in November, are you?
I've got a powerlifting competition. I'm getting ready to go and smash some world records. So
got it. Well, just stop by and get the powerlifting contest is probably in Vegas. Probably back-to-back weekends would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. So then we have Rusty. He's the OG of the show. He's the one who actually got this lifted off the ground. It was my idea. He got the equipment and got this going, and here we are today. We always try to get him back on the show. I don't know what happened, Crystal. You try to get him this week. Must be too busy for us.
I've been messaging him. He's busy.
Yeah.
I think you might need to text him.
I'm gonna have to get on it.
Be like, answer Crystal, dang it.
Yeah. Exactly. Well,
otherwise she's gonna send mean messages. No.
Right. Well, we did some online voting. We decided, I kind of decided as a whole on this first one, but we decided that with the Listener of the Year award, let's see, we decided to go with Brennan Nelson. The dude actually this is how solid he is. He just texted me 5 minutes ago and corrected us. Oh. Severe Sear's been going for 7 years.
See?
So
we'll work out the kinks. We'll work them out.
Yeah, so he is definitely the listener of the year. It pays to pay off, you know. He contributes a lot to the show. He comments a lot. He gives us feedback. He just tells us, "Hey, I didn't like this," or "I like that show." You know, he is a steak guy. He leads more heavier to the steak shows, but he also likes to engage and just be a part of the show. And obviously, I don't know why he hasn't chimed in a little bit on this side, but
he crushes it in the rib category in barbecue
Yeah,
too. So he's
exactly.
crushing that as
Yes.
well.
Yeah, steak cook that turned to a barbecue cook, right?
Yeah.
So, yep.
I'm going to barbecue World
So,
Cup.
yep. So
Yep.
we're doing 3 categories for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so we're doing the
three-
listener, and then we're going to do the fan vote, and then we will do the panel vote.
Okay.
So, and we had, let's see, we had 1,012 visitors to the website to vote. Only 441 actually started the voting process, which means that they clicked on the link, and then 439 people actually voted. So you 550 changes. Why'd you go to the website and not vote?
Yeah.
You're already there. Just vote.
Yeah. It's
You
just
don't
a
have to
click.
put in any information. I think that was a big thing, is that
Right.
you could just click on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But I think I went once when I couldn't vote again yet.
Yeah.
So that it might have been me that was one of those that got to that.
That's funny. And so we will announce the vote winners to the Hall of Fame. Let's get this pulled up here. And that is TikTok famous Rooster and Graybeard. They are the fan voted ones. They crushed it. They got like 65% of the votes.
I think it ended up being like 74.
Yeah, it's something crazy. But
crazy.
These guys are active on TikTok all the time. I bet you they're live on TikTok right now.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, they're listening right now.
Yeah,
they are.
I'm surprised they didn't chime in.
Yeah,
they're
bowling league night.
Yeah. So these guys was able to do a big push and being able to get voted in to that, and which is completely awesome.
Yeah.
So that takes them out of the running for the panel.
That takes them out of the running for the panel. So
yeah.
Now there's 4 of us.
Hey, there's Bill.
4
contenders left. So, Crystal,
this is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
We're doing it live. We're gonna get crap from the people we don't vote for.
Right.
Exactly, because I think we know them all too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They all have.
I've only talked to Greg once.
Right.
To who?
To Greg. I talked to Greg Rempe once about a Sunday show, and he wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, got it. So how do you guys want to do this? Should we go through each person and say yay or nay, or
how many votes do we get? How many
What's
votes
that?
do we get? How many votes do we get?
Well, we only get. We're gonna have to narrow it down. What I'm thinking is narrowing it down to 2, and then that way it's gonna kind of be a little bit.
Okay.
So I will start off. We'll start off with Greg Rippey. Fantastic guy. Awesome candidate, but I'm gonna have to say nay, just because we need to build a little more foundation. Not a lot of our listeners know who he is. I think we need to have him on the show a little bit more to be able to really expose him to know who he really is. Personally, I know him. Our listeners probably don't know him as much.
Yeah.
Jesse, yay or nay on Greg Rimpey?
Well, I'm going to say nay because I got my idea who I want.
Right. Derek?
I say yay. I say throw him in there because I'm always a fan for back of the house. So he's one of those guys that's back of the house. And if you're listening to the podcast for the last 7 years, 6 years going on 7 years, you know that name, he's on the intro. So I think give credit where credit's due. I say yay.
Okay. Crystal.
So I have listened to his show after I started listening to Anthony and Rusty. And I never listened live. I always listened and downloaded the podcasts later.
That's what everybody should do. Everybody should be downloading the podcast. Please, please.
Yep. Every podcast you listen to, download it.
I know. I've been slacking. I need to get
like and subscribe if you haven't done it already.
But so I started listening to back episodes of his show after I started listening to Anthony and Rusty, and I didn't know who Greg Rempe was. But me personally, I like him, and he is very knowledgeable, and he is very wonderful, and I'm grateful for the help that he has given. But I would say nay, because I think there are people that we have in this group in the panel that are more well known. But yes, we need to get him on I'll message him.
Okay.
And see if I can get him on in July.
See if we can get him more familiar with the crowd.
Yes. Because I think he definitely deserves to be in a Hall of Fame. I just think that this year we have other people that are a little higher up than him.
Got it. Perfect. So Greg Rempe is sorry, Greg. Shoot me the text message.
We love you
later, but we still love you.
We love you a long time.
Yep. Okay. Mr. Rusty Monson. I am a yes to Rusty on this for round one. He started the show. When he left the show, our numbers dropped dramatically. But we have rebounded. We are starting to see the same numbers. It just took time to switch over to the new transition. People really miss him. They ask if he's going to be on all the time. But he is the OG of the show. I feel like he definitely needs to be in the final vote.
I'm going to concur. So I helped get Rusty started in the barbecue world, and then he took off and become a caterer. So, and so I'm a yay for Mr. Rusty Monson.
Okay. Derek?
I'm a yay too. So just like listening from years ago and when he was on the show. So it kind of has that nostalgia there. So I think it's well deserved. You know, you can go back to those episodes and listen to him and see what he brings to the table. And it was very diverse. He would share his stories, especially on the catering side, which some people wanted to get into if they wanted to get into the, barbecue restaurant business and the struggles. So, no, absolutely. Yes.
Okay. And Crystal?
I'm going to say yes too.
All right. He is on to the next round. Christy Vanover. Man.
Yes. I can't wait. I'm sorry.
So we're trying to whittle it down to two, y'all.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. This is hard.
She is part of the show quite often. She is on once a month with our tasting episodes. She gives solid feedback. She reaches out to the show quite often and just says, hey, I got this going on. And we promote her events. She is just an all-around great person. She loves barbecue. She loves our show. She's always been a supporter. And I'm going to have to say yes.
That's three yeses.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out.
Well, one of my yeses got kicked out, so I still get to vote. So
yes, you do. So, So Jesse, obviously that's a yay for you too, or nay?
I'm trying to whittle it down to two. So if everybody votes
we
yes,
can go the rounds. We can go the rounds.
We can go yes on everybody on the list for me.
Yeah, but
I've got two in my head that I think has got to be in the finals. So I'm gonna be a nay.
Okay, and Derek.
This is not fair. You're like asking me to pick between two barbecue sisters and ask me which one's my favorite.
Right? Exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's the only thing that's the whole process going through my mind right now. I'm like, why are we doing this? We should have done this quietly behind closed doors and just like no names on it and on a piece of paper.
No way.
So Christy Vanover again. Everything she does for barbecue as an ambassador, all around. The level of engagement, how welcoming she is. She's just going to continue to climb and scale. So I think it's well deserving for her. So I would say yes.
Okay. So we have two. So Rusty and Rusty and Christy are tabled right now. Now let's talk about Todd and Susie. Huge people of the show. I love Todd. I love Susie. Man, this is hard. This is really hard, but I'm just gonna say I just gotta say it just outright. I'm gonna have to say nay, but they are going to be a contender for next year for sure. Reason why I say nay is just because how do I say this without being rude or anyway, but I just think that it's just there's not quite that engagement on the level, right? They come in and visit every once in a while, but I just feel like that the engagement's not quite there to be able to they support the show, but they're not 100% engaged on supporting the show. That's the only reason.
I'm looking.
But they're
at
super
this,
busy, and I get it. So that's why
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this differently because I'm looking at people that have had impact in the barbecue community as a whole.
Right.
And I think I'm a yes on Todd and Susie because of the impact that they've had over the years in barbecue in the state of Utah. So I'm a yes.
Derek. It's not on you. Crystal still has to vote.
That's true. It's not on me. But still, again, I'm huge fans. I'm a huge fan of what they do and watching their process, even having a little hand in what they're doing and watching from the sidelines. It's phenomenal stuff. They're great people. Yeah. But I think this round for this year, I'm going to go and say no, because I know they will be back again next year. And I think that'll be their year.
Man, now I know what it's like to be a judge on American Idol.
Tell us about it, Simon.
Right, Crystal. Right. There's no wrong answer. We have other workarounds. Even if you do say yes right now, we'll have to think on the fly.
So I feel like the engagement with Todd and Susie, part of it is that I haven't reached out to them either. So I feel like that's kind of my fault that they haven't had the engagement with us that we could have had with them, because I have been looking at all different areas of social media, of competitions, of different types of competitions to get a well-rounded show. And I have not reached out to them as much as I should have. So I feel like the lack of engagement is in the last 2 years is on me more than anybody else. But I do agree with Jesse that they have had a huge impact on Utah, on barbecue in Utah, and expanding barbecue in Utah. That's huge. And so I think I'm with Anthony and Derek, where I love Susie and I would love to have her in the Hall of Fame, but I feel like, and I feel like it's mostly on me that we haven't brought her into the fold as much as we could. And so I will work on that. But I do think that there's more engagement with Christy and Rusty right now than there is with Susie.
There's no engagement with Rusty. There's
no engagement with Rusty.
You talked to Rusty. But he was the first one.
Yeah, he's a founder.
And I've talked to him the last time he was on. I was talking to him a lot. And he just has forgotten me.
Yeah, he kind of gets.
He's gonna watch this and be like,
Rusty's like the honorary. When somebody passes away, they're like, "Oh, we got to get him in now." He just disappeared off the face of the earth. Let's be real. We haven't heard from him. He's not on the other podcast. He's not doing food truck podcast, right? Am I wrong? That was his thing too, right? I'm gonna do a food truck one. I've been waiting. I've been listening.
He joins Greg Rippey once a month, but that's
he pops in. Yeah.
So, all right, man, that hurts.
Susie and Christy.
Susie and Todd, man, that kind of hurts, man, because they're right on the edge, but
they're so great.
They're right there. So
now we got to narrow down from these two, right?
Yeah, we got Christy.
I think Anthony should go last. I think Anthony should go last.
Okay.
Just in case.
We all know who I'm voting for.
And I've seen Susie cook in her Sunday finest on my big old hickory pit at the store. Right. And I'm like, "Do you need an apron?" And she said, "No, I'm good." She was the cleanest cook I've ever seen in my life.
Right. Yes. Yes. We love Susie and Todd Bullock. We love we love everybody on this list.
No, we have so much fun.
We do.
It's really hard to narrow down to one person, and it's
all right. So we're down to two now, right?
Yep. So Crystal, go ahead and start it off. Since you guys want me to go last, let's start off. Let's have Crystal go first between Rusty and Christy.
I'm going to say Christy. I think
Rusty won't
that
text you back?
No, not just because Rusty won't text me back, but Christy just like, even in little Utah competitions, you know, she advertises it. She posts about it on, even when she's not cooking it, she will post about it on her social media. She has such a huge presence on the West Coast and Midwest that I think that she deserves the recognition. And she answers everything. I'm sure there's people that she doesn't even know that ask her questions, and she will answer them either on her podcast or on Facebook or in direct messaging. Like, she is just 100% here to help, and I love that about her.
Awesome. We'll take a little bit of pressure off Derek. Go ahead, Derek.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the OG, and I'll say Rusty, just because of he was one of the, you know, just like you, founder. You know, and he helped establish the base, the foundation of what it is today. So, you know, I got to give him his flowers.
Right. Jesse.
Give him the flowers. I got to go with Rusty. He's the OG.
Yeah.
I took his spot when he left and to start his food truck podcast that never happened. And I've been the voice of the podcast for all these years as well, but I got to go with Rusty.
Got it. And me as last. Christy Vanover. She's an amazing person. She is a competitive person. She wanted to win the van vote personally. I think she reached out to me and just said, I'm getting stopped. How do I and she promoted it, you know? She really did.
That would have made our lives a little bit easier too.
Yeah, she is definitely a competitor, and she had any competition, she's going to compete and give it all. But in this class, I think obviously I have to go with Rusty. He started this show with me. He is the foundation of where all this began. Christy Vanover, she's an amazing person. She is definitely an honorable mention for sure on the back end of this for sure. But
she's the RGC.
Yeah. This was the first year, and having Rusty in there was, you know, almost wasn't a fair advantage to anybody else. But but these are some serious contenders, and I'm pretty sure that these 4 that we talked about will definitely be in contention again next year. So if we all agree, it sounds like that we are going to be bringing Rusty Monson into our first ever Hall of Fame.
Excellent.
Congratulations, Rusty.
Yep.
There it is.
There he is. So maybe he'll engage with the show with this. Maybe he'll want to come in and talk about.
Maybe he'll talk to me again.
Yeah, maybe he will.
We'll make sure we share it and tag him in it.
Right. Exactly. So. But Christy, I know you're watching the show. We love you.
Yep, we do.
Once again,
100%.
It's a tough class to go up against. It really is. So, but man, why did I do this to us? But we're gonna do it again next year. So,
they give us some time to recover.
Right. Exactly. And I wanted to take time to thank each and one and every you. You know, Crystal, you put the show together almost every week. Jesse, you make sure that you're here every week, on time, late. It doesn't matter. You're still here.
I'm on time. I beat you into the queue half the time.
Yeah.
I just try to time it to be right there.
Exactly.
6:58 and then 6:59.
And then that's what I love, because we can sit here and banter at each other and no feelings are ever hurt. So and I love it. And then Derek. Yeah. I want to thank you for, you know, helping me co-host the tasting shows and taking on this new role with the show. And hopefully we can get this to grow and get more engagement with people wanting to hear their name on the show after winning a competition as well. So this is an awesome crew. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. This show would have shut down 2 years ago if it wasn't for you guys. So wanted to thank you guys so much.
No, you're welcome. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah.
I think I've told Anthony this 100 times that I reached out to him and I said, I know I can't be your co-host because I'm not smart enough. I don't know enough about the barbecue world to be the co-host. I was like, but can I help you with something? I was going through a really, really bad moment. And he was like, yeah, can you help us with booking guests? Because I don't have time. And it literally like saved my sanity.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is
Gave you a
awesome,
little bit of
man.
purpose in this field,
Oh yes.
huh?
And I was able to like throw myself into something.
Yeah.
I think I had like 6 months booked out at one point.
But everybody noticed too, especially me being the quiet one in the group chat. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're coming in, you're like, we got this dialed in. I'm like, dude, she is just running with this. So don't think it doesn't go unnoticed because everybody sees
Oh
it.
no,
So.
like it's great.
We all
because
notice.
I think it's so funny when you guys mentioned me on the podcast. I'm like, I'm just this little girl in the background. You don't need to talk about me.
You're
You're
the monster
the
in the
glue.
back.
You're the glue. You're the backbone. You're all the above.
exactly.
You really are.
Yep. And then also,
I love you guys.
Yep, Christy. Thank you. She says, thank you guys so much.
Christy.
I'm truly honored to be among this group. Wouldn't have been the Pitmasters podcast without Rusty. He absolutely deserves this title. Miss you, OG. So
the GC.
Yep. GC. So yep.
Well, and Anthony, you got to realize that, Crystal's the glue behind the scenes, and you kind of put everything else together. I just slide into the DMs and start talking BS. Give some of the old school, like, because I've been doing this the longest of any of the guys on here, and there's lots of stories that we haven't got into and that we will in the future. So you're the anchor, buddy. You're heavy.
Yeah,
you get heavy, my brother.
Is that why you call me the anchor?
But you're the anchor.
It's all good.
100%.
Well, thank you so much. This was a great episode.
I have a new thing to show you guys before we leave.
Oh, she's bringing it. She's bringing it.
Kinsey.
A knife, isn't she?
No.
Oh yes.
Kinsey came out with a brand new barbecue sauce. It's their garlic. It's their limited drop for June. It's their last limited drop for a couple months.
Oh,
they're gonna let the limited drops stand for a minute.
Okay.
I've been talking to Walter quite a bit.
It's funny that you get the product and yet I'm selling this product and he hasn't sent it to me yet.
Yeah, he's selling the product. We do a tasting of products.
Yeah.
I have bottles for all three of you. Actually, I just need to get Derek's address again and.
What's funny is I have all the big sample bottles. We're not using the small sample bottles that he had because we had all the flavors. People are tripping out about the Dubai chocolate.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And people love the pickle. But you know what's funny? I tell people, try this. What is Pequin? I'm like, well, it's a North American. It's
Pequin.
Yeah, whatever. It's Pequin. Yeah, whatever you say. It's a North American pepper, and almost everybody that tastes that buys that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's so good because it's such a good spicy at the front, and then it goes into a citrusy, and it calms down. It's so nice. Yeah. I have a gallon of the Dubai chocolate because Walter loves me.
Yeah, and he is a major sponsor of the show. He has contributed to the team, so we need to give him a shout out.
So
you guys
his
will be getting familiar with him.
That dropped in March, was it? Do you have the pistachio, Jesse?
I do not.
I do.
You have the pistachio,
but it's not a strong enough pistachio flavor for people that people taste it and they go, "I'm not picking up the pistachio." That's the biggest thing.
I used it at Blue Compass for the chicken, and that combined with the butt kicking chicken or whatever that seasoning is, I can't remember.
Yep. It's butt kicking chicken.
Yeah. That got us in the top 10 for chicken in the first time in a 4-meat.
There you go.
That's awesome.
So I think that's going to turn into my chicken. But I like it because it's not so strong for the chicken. But the Dubai chocolate, I have used it as a binder on beef. It's insanely good for that.
Try it on some smoked cream cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
It is legit on that.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, thank you so much. Our first Hall of Fame has gone down, so this is awesome. We will be running this back again through the month of June next year. You guys will have to remind me because I might forget exactly when we're supposed to run it, but
I'll put it in my calendar.
Yep. Cool. Well, thanks again for joining us. Make sure you go and follow the Pitmasters podcast on social medias. Make sure you go follow Derek. I tag him all the time, so make sure you follow him. And then anybody who wants to reach out and be part of the show, reach out to Crystal, and we'll see if we can get you booked. You got to be a powerhouse.
You got to be able to talk.
You got to be able to talk. That's the key.
I talk too much. That's why I can't be on it very much.
That's the makes the podcast much easier when we get guests that just sit there and talk about what they've done in their life and how they got it all started. And most people's favorite topic is to talk about themselves.
It's true. Very true.
Ask Anthony, he'll tell you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we talk about myself a lot. Sure.
So what's your DJ name?
Nephew.
The Anthony Luan?
DJ Nephew, Nephew.
Really?
Yep. So get an earful.
All right, Nephew.
That's my slogan. Yeah. All righty, guys. Well, thank you, Derek. We will catch up with you once we get some more competitions going. We'll run into you probably in a week, if not 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Cool.
And if anything, you guys have a good, safe, happy 4th of July.
Yes, for sure.
We're coming out to Salt Lake to the Monster Jam.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I'm going to escape into the hills and get away from everybody.
Yeah.
Nice move. Nice move.
Yep. Well executed. All righty, guys. You guys have a great evening.
You
All
too.
Right, see ya.
Yeah.
See ya.